Twist, confuse, divide, and conquer. Remember that one. Francis issues new restrictions for the Latin Mass. I'm attaching the link to the document below. There is something very interesting going on here. Even secular media is giving a lot of attention to this. And when it comes to Catholics and Christians, many are still wondering what this is all about, and many more are losing their minds. Just look at these comments. We need a large, unified, and organized Rosary Crusade to counter this. The smoke of Satan is strong in our church now. Francis will die, but traditional Latin Mass will live forever. And my favorite, Sweet Mary. Pope Francis is so cruel. I have a Pope who is supposed to be your fatherly figure of the faith on earth, and he hates me. Okay, Sweet Mary, let's all take a deep breath here and calm down. Let's just not get distracted, because there is something very alarming going on here. And it's not what you think. Stay with me here. Welcome to the Laia Sanabria Show. First of all, let me put something out there. When it comes to be the watchdog of the church, I'm as tough as it gets. I'm always in the front line. You can watch my other videos. And I'm with you on this one. Having said that, this whole thing about the Latin Mass restrictions is looking more and more like a battle between the disciples of Bergoglio versus the disciples of Vigano. That is more of a distraction than a genuine defense for the truth. I want you to hear the experience of this young man about the Latin Mass.
Why is this a big deal? Well, because the Latin Mass has strengthened the faith of millions throughout the world. It transformed my life and drove me to love Christ in a deeper way and live that out. Anyone that follows this channel, I hope, has seen that I strive to share the joy of Jesus Christ, and this would not have happened without the Latin Mass. The Latin Mass brought me back to the faith. Jesus touched me in a unique way through the Latin Mass and has done so for countless others. Every priest I know that first learned the Latin Mass, when they learned the Latin Mass, helped their priesthood so much. And I want you to know that the Latin Mass has helped me strive to be like Jesus and live the joy of the faith in ways I never had before. By doing this, bishops will forbid your sons, right? Pope means father, will forbid your sons from worshiping God. It is a really hard time to be a Catholic, and seeing the priests that we love so much be forbidden from worshiping God makes it even harder to be proud of being Catholic.
That was very nice and very sweet, but very troubling. And my concern is that many Catholics and Christians are sharing the same experience regarding the Latin Mass restrictions. And let me explain here. I really liked how this young man explained what he believes were the effects of the Latin Mass in his life, how the Latin Mass brought him back to the faith and helped him to love Jesus in a deeper way, that it helped him to be like Jesus because Jesus touches him in a unique way through the Latin Mass, and that there is no joy of Jesus Christ without the Latin Mass. But that is exactly when you know that for many people, the Latin Mass is more about worshiping the Latin and the ritual than Jesus Christ. And that is idolatry. That is contrary to our faith. Interestingly, one of the viewers said, things are bad when the joy of the faith is enjoyable. We Christians and Catholics don't believe in a language or in a ritual. We don't believe through a specific language. We believe in Jesus Christ, through God and through men. And He doesn't need a specific language or ritual to touch your life. Believing otherwise is naive, infantile, and immature. However, there is a real and serious concern about these changes, and very alarming potential implications of where this whole thing is going. And that is where we should be focusing. Now, what are the reasons and the real reasons Francis issues such restrictions? Here it goes. According to the document, the reason is ecclesial communion. Yes, ecclesial communion. I'm not making that up. I know that's rich coming from him because we all know that no one has ever divided the church the way he has, but it looks like he's running out of ideas to justify his agenda. Now, besides dividing and conquer, what are the real reasons? Are you ready? There is an ongoing plan to eradicate all 2,000 years of tradition and ecclesiastical authority. Think of it in this way. the only reason why Francis can fully impose all his heresies, apostasies, and all sort of sacrilegious practices is because we have 2,000 years of tradition and apostolic documents that he can just nullify from one day to the other. But what if all those documents and tradition, starting with the Bible, begins to lose its original meaning? The doctrine begins to get lost and twisted in translation. That's Francis' favorite game. Twisting, confusing, and dividing, remember? And then easily eradicate all authority on precedents. That's where the real evil is. That's where this is going. As for the Latin Mass restrictions, it is just a distraction. Nothing of relevance is really changing here. The motu proprio says that priests currently celebrating the Latin Mass will need permission from their bishops to continue doing so. And new priests that want to celebrate the Latin Mass will need to request permission from the Vatican. Only a distraction. The real evil is unfolding behind the curtains. Remember, 2,000 years of tradition. That's what they're targeting. Now, this is relatively a new channel and I need your support to grow. If you like the content, all you have to do is hit the like button, leave a comment, share if you like, and subscribe if you haven't. Not much, right? That will be all for today. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you and see you soon.